Yo bro, welcome to my stream, good to see you here. Let's do it! Also, I need to read some articles.
You hear we had to evac another colony? Losing a lot. Don't hear about the Reapers losing much.
Well, Reapers don't have colonies. Neither does Cerberus. If they did, we could drop an asteroid on them.
You've got new messages, Commander.
New messages. Yeah.
I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander. Commander?
Email, forward, thank you, from Stephen Hackett. Forwarded message from Kali Sanders, subject, thank you, to Stephen Hackett. Hi Commander, I didn't have time to thank you properly after you got us out of the Academy and Admiral Hackett agreed to send this your way. While my students are out on duty, I'm doing what I can to help with the Crucible. It's an amazing project, more advanced than anything I've ever seen before. Some of my more tech-minded kids are staying back to help out too, and watching them work is the future, Commander. This project will inform human progress for generations, and they'll have you to thank for it. All my best, Kali Sanders. Well, let's go and talk to Joker. It's funny how nobody mentioned living Prothean with Shepard.
So Jack's an instructor? I guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the Academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get over their issues.
I didn't expect you to be sensitive about that.
Hey, I'm just tired of them stealing the spotlight from people with actual disabilities. I break ribs if I sneeze too hard. Being able to move crap with your mind is not a handicap. Commander? Commander?
It is good to know that Jack has thus far survived the Reaper invasion. I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Illusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit. Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
We should take Garrus with us sometimes. Although, I think that the number of the although I think that landing missions are scarce in this game. That's just... well, this isn't fair. Well, hello.
Commander. Commander.
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers. Looks like we beat Cerberus again. Do you think the Illusive Man fires lieutenants over failures like this, or just lines them up against the wall and gets it over with? I wish they had had a Grissom Academy for Turians when I was growing up. Always wanted to learn how to paint. Now I mostly paint walls with Reaper blood. Not the same, but it's a living. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Nobody cares about Javik because he's merely a solder phone. Solder phony.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud. It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Damn, she's good. Call from Kali Sanders to Jack. Hey Sanders, checking on the kids? How are they, Jack? They'll do good. This is gonna be long. I kinda got crap to do. I wanted to tell you I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with that biotic amp you and the children were testing at Grissom. You can pick it up on the Citadel. Damn, one of the L3X1s? You know how much shit I could tear up with one of these installed? I had an idea. Look after yourself. Yeah, and hey, thanks. Email from Kali Sanders to David Anderson. David, you won't get this for a while unless you find an extra connection working on Earth. I've made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete and it's the most breathtakingly complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake. What about Hogwarts? Hogwash. Alright, let's go and see Javik. Engineering. Now where is this fucker? Where is he wandering anyway? We just took him for one mission. Oh, there he is.
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Find anything interesting?
This space has absorbed much anger. The biotic instructor from the Academy.
Right. These were Jack's quarters.
Traces of her pain are still present. I'm told she sought revenge against Cerberus when she was here. A goal you helped fulfill. I hope you will do the same for me. At least I have better quarters. During our fight against the Reapers, we had no time for teaching the young anything but war. Only the foolish mourn the loss of innocence. It is inevitable. The galaxy has never rewarded the naive. Commander.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are, Kenan.
Damn, we just resurrected an ancient alien and he's already begging Gekk. Well, that's a start.
Commander. Commander. All good, Commander. All good, Commander.
Commander? Commander?
Breaking now. A city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reapers' plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space. Commander? Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
This is Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite quarters in the Normandy. That sounded dishonest.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out. Everything okay, Shepard? Everything is in order. Everything is in order.
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing. So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation. Hey. Hey.
Weapon upgrades. Let's see. Purchase M3 Predator 2 for 1000 credits. M3 Predator 3. M3 Predator 4. M3 Predator 5. Alright. Avenger 2. Yup. Avenger 3. Yup. Avenger 4. War. Now these are some mean upgrades we have. Plus 200%. Holy shit, we're good. Oh no. Yay! Looks good. Although, let's try for shotgun upgrades. Right, we need to upgrade all our weaponry now. Don't have anything else to... Although not Vindicator, I don't like it. It shoots bursts. I don't like bursts. That is supposed to be alright. Valkyrie. Indicator no. Faced in... I don't know. Scimitar. Eviscerator. Katana. Yeah. particle rifle. Right, now we're a bit poor. Well, that was expected. Too heavy. Still too heavy. Crappity crap. That's very heavy. Well, I didn't know. Those sniper rifles. Semi-automatic rapid fire. Powerful sniper rifle. Only 8%? Still not enough. Although, might do something like this. Enough. Right, we need to go to firing range.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
It never rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
People are walking around.
People are walking around. You have a problem with that?
I have much to do. I have much to do.
Why do you don't want to talk? Oh, that's rough. Citadel entry authorization. Instructors at Grissom Academy have requested facilities on the Citadel to train young students who escaped the attack on the school but who are not yet ready to join the older students in combat. Citadel authorities will find room for the students if a Spectre approves the request. Authorize. Shotgun, ultralight materials, and sniper rifle. We'll buy that. Now we're even poorer now. The sound is cool, really cool. Too slow. Do something faster. I think we should stick to sniper rifles. I think we found our special weapons. Right, let's go and do some missions. Or some exploration for exploration's sake. Also, we need to visit Kaidan, if he is visitable.
Yes,
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Why don't we can't talk to her now?
No, it's fine. We won't be needing your supplies after all. No, we found a better variant of Medicel that allows...
Sorry, scientist.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone. But I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology, but with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you. Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy to scale. The humans made some amazing breakthroughs. Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy to scale.
Yay, we helped. And we've got a war asset. The one that,
Listen to me, those prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Right, Kaidan isn't here. Probably his Purgatory Bar. We've gained war asset, Citadel forces. That's good, right? I guess so.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Bar.
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
Didn't think I was
It seems the galaxy can't keep us apart. The Blue Suns, Bloodpack, and Eclipse are in my pocket. I'll send them to war when you're ready for them. Is there anything on your mind?
We'll talk later.
I'm sure.
Thanks for the drink. When we get back to Earth, I'm buying.
I didn't buy him a drink, but still.
You sure you don't want to buy me a drink?
I don't see Kaden out here. Where the heck is he? He's not at the embassies?
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Or probably Presidium Commons?
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Welcome to Kanala Exports. We appreciate your visit.
Welcome to Elcos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Please visit any of our Elcos Combine affiliate branches for any and all personal needs.
After all, it's not like I'm the reason for breaking up with Frank.
All I'm saying is, if you feel the urge to headbutt something,
I have never wanted to headbutt anything.
Is it time to return to the Normandy? I'm getting propositioned with increasing frequency.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
SMG high caliber barrel.
Shoot smart. Shoot. Nosastra. Good hunting.
No, actually, my husband's a Krogan.
Welcome to Cypertine Armory.
No headbutt, but butt head.
Professional grade equipment at reasonable prices. That's Cypertine.
Sniper rifle, extended barrel. Chew.
All
Purchase.
Cypertine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details. We appreciate your visit. Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Our sniper rifle is even deadlier.
Made by Agor Munitions will show in your crime report as AM Trading Limited.
Yeah, so right now, the Turians and the Alliance are fighting for you.
We've made some purchases.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Holding the area. Let's see what's that over there.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Kaden isn't here.
A ship?
Weather satellite. They're getting weird readings. I'm network admin, so I went up to check the hardware. I'm unscrewing the panel when the radio goes quiet. Then I noticed these red dots on Karshan. Thought I'd just stared into the sun. Then I saw the smoke. Reaper ships.
Bastards.
Human and Batarian are bonding.
Thank you, human. We will deliver our hearts and persevere.
Where the heck is Caden? He can walk, but he has no ship, so he couldn't leave far away. Didn't he? Did he? I mean...
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with Aria.
My personality matrix can predict what the real Commander Shepard would say with 7% accuracy.
7% accuracy. Well, no Caden, of course. He cheated us. He wanted to buy us a drink, but he didn't. And he wasn't even in the bar.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Right, Normandy dog.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Drinking sedge.
So, we're just setting up behind enemy lines until the war is over.
No, they've got us on rotation.
Commander?
Nothing new. Alright. Heading out. Alright, where should we go now? Of course we want to go in to meet with the diplomats. Ismar Frontier. Yeah, they've got Fuel Depot here. Oh, I'm a bit low on money. Lepini. A hydrogen methane gas giant, Lepini and its moons have been cursorily scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Orbital distance a half astronomical unit, orbital period 0.4 Earth years, radius 56,666 kilometers, day length 9.2 Earth hours. Betio. Betio is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin, hot atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium, but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover much of the surface of the planet. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyor ship Hupe discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites are obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations. Orbital distance 1.1 astronomical unit, orbital period 1.2 Earth years, radius 6,443 kilometers, day length 39.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.79 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 58 Celsius, surface gravity 0.82 G. Volturno. A so-called super-Earth, Volturno is home to organic life but is nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland, and so most organic life, limited to algae and lichens, resides near the equator. The strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of war-chest squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live miserable existences in the planet's crushing gravity and die from falls and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. Orbital distance 2.1 astronomical unit. Orbital period 3 Earth years. Radius 11,177 km. Day length 26.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.83 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature -10 Celsius. Surface gravity 3.3 G. Yeah, you can just excavate the planet's surface until it has less gravity. The penis. Metaponto. A hydrogen helium gas giant, Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station funded by Elcor business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they have met with little success. Orbital distance 4.2 astronomical units. Orbital period 8.6 Earth years. Radius 70,520 km. Day length 12.1 Earth hours. Polino. A relatively small hydrogen helium gas giant, Polino remains undeveloped while its sister planet Metaponto garners all of the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extranet claimed that Element Zero was being found on Polino's moons in record loads. This turned out to be a scam spread by the Dunawurachum Consortium and Elcor Corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. Orbital distance 8 astronomical units. Orbital period 22.7 Earth years. Radius 37,052 km. Day length 16.5 Earth hours. Jade. Right, we've explored this star system, but we need to find here something, right?
Signal confirmed.
Yay! Metaponto. Advanced biotic implants. And 100% assets recovered. What do they want from me? Astro I guess we need to go to Huerta Memorial Hospital.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
I believe you were looking for these prototypes?
You found them? Thank you. These biotic upgrades will save a lot of Alliance lives. We'll begin production immediately. Here, for your trouble.
Plus 90 experience. Any war assets? None. Only 90 experience points.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our Huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore.
The timeline is reasonable? Excellent. No, not at all. I'm just glad we'll be able to help your people.
Nothing for the war asses. Well, that's bad. But partially. Mostly we're okay. Nothing new around, I guess. Only one room to check out, and we should check out from this place.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
Nobody's here. Alright, what did Barlov 1 told us? Dranex system inside the Krogan DMZ. We don't have any Krogan DMZ access right now. Alright, let's go to, I don't know, Minus Wasteland, yeah. Weir, a pressure cooker planet with a thick nitrogen-heavy atmosphere, Weir is largely ignored by the galactic community. Probes have revealed a crust of nickel and scorched carbon, both of which can be found in abundance elsewhere, at far lesser temperatures. Orbital distance 0.6 astronomical units, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 8,162 kilometers, day length 44.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 106.22 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 778 Celsius, surface gravity 2.1 G. Pieras. Though Pieras has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility, the rights to the planet have been tied up in the Citadel Council courts for the past 9 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonize the planet, Pieras will have evolved life of its own. From the comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon, Pieras could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, and other unregistered starships sometimes touch down on Pieras to lay low or make repairs. Civilian travel is not advised. Orbital distance 1.8 astronomical units, orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 5,430 kilometers, day length 26.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.26 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 21 Celsius, surface gravity 0.7 G. Aegitus. Home to the famous Iron Canyons, Hecate has reddish iron oxide dust hematite covering much of its surface, and significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Terran explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps heated by magma in the planet's crust. In a strange combination of science and hucksterism, a small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal properties. The funds are then used to maintain a research station which has discovered some fossil evidence that Hecate once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids in the springs. Orbital distance 4 astronomical units, orbital period 8 Earth years, radius 7,437 kilometers, day length 51.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure a half Earth atmosphere, surface temperature -85 Celsius, surface gravity 1.6 G. Right, let's save the game and run a scan.
I found something.
Salvage credits recovered. Good. Wreckage. The wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from these, and it got 200 units of fuel. Let's go to the Crescent Nebula. Yeah! The Solar System. Well, let's read about Beregale planet. While not a classical hothouse world like Venus, Beregale is scarcely more hospitable. In addition to being closest to the star Thessaly, its core contains many radioactive and other heavy elements. These increase the heat of the planets and drive volcanism. Beregale's crust is too rigid for plate tectonics to function, and the planet will go through cycles in which the pressure builds to a massive supervolcanic eruption. These spew ejecta over thousands of kilometers, leave caldera 100 kilometers across, and spew enough molten materials to repave entire continents. The last such event was 812,000 years ago. The current rate of outgassing from volcanic hotspots suggests another will occur within the next 10 millennia. Orbital distance 0.6 astronomical units, orbital period a half Earth year, radius 10,640 kilometers, day length 45.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 232 Celsius, surface gravity 2.1 G. Ilium. Ilium is a classic garden world and entrepot between the Terminus systems and the Astari republics. To abet this trade, the normally stringent customs laws of councils based on product safety, prescribed materials, and sapient trafficking are relaxed. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible at the higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. Reaper forces met a surprising amount of resistance at Ilium. Its leaders were paranoid about keeping their fortunes and were influential in both Terminus and Citadel space. They acquired a large defense fleet and a high number of fission weapons, and in the brief space battle used them on the Reaper fleet's troop transports rather than their near impervious capital ships. As a result, the inevitable ground invasion has been slowed to a crawl as the Reapers manufacture more troops. Colony founded 1617. Yeah. Population surface 84,950,000. Population L4 and L5 stations 80,000 and a half. All population estimates are pre-invasion. Capital Nos Astra. Orbital distance 1.3 astronomical units. Orbital period 1.5 Earth years. Radius 7,431 km. Day length Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.15 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 63 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G. Bonolus. A fairly typical Venusian hothouse, Bonolus seems almost tame compared to the violent volcanic outbursts of the inner world, Meregali. In contrast, Bonolus is nearly inert, with no active volcanoes or plate tectonics. The most dramatic event in the last million years was the foundering of the Astari Aerostat research platform Alvusic in 2092, which fell after being hauled by an improbably unlucky meteor. Most of the crew successfully reached escape capsules, but 6 were lost. The crushed wreck of the platform now lies on the Kryozit plain in the southern hemisphere. Orbital distance 2.08 astronomical units, orbital period 3 Earth years, radius 5,489 kilometers, day length 36.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 96.6 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 539 Celsius, surface gravity 0.78 G. Is there anything? Yeah, Teucria. Named for a legendary Asari archer from Theseus' Iron Age, Teucria is an asteroid large enough to qualify as a dwarf planet or, as some term it, a mesoplanet. Its gravity is sufficient to give it a spherical shape. Developed for nickel and iron mining, Teucria was abandoned before the Reapers reached the system. Its facilities are now dark and cold. Orbital distance 3 astronomical units. Orbital period 5.33 Earth years. Radius 1,120 kilometers. Day length 17.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature minus 91 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.157 G. Thiel is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant. Its complex system of rings is unstable, dating back only a few million years. They are thought to be the shattered remains of a comet. Orbital distance 4.46 astronomical units. Orbital period 9.4 Earth years. Radius 55,263 kilometers. Day length 15.5 Earth hours. Noxel is an ammonia methane ice giant. Several smaller energy corporations shut out of the big market in the Fire Gateway system are attempting to develop a local helium-3 fuel mining infrastructure to service helium. The lead investor is the human corporation Elfell Ashland Energy. Their effort has been hampered by the extra-legal pressure of the H3 cartels in Fire system can bring to bear, from simple price undercuts to bureaucratic obstructions, denied permits and constant health and safety inspections. Population 6,700. Capital EAE Krafla. Orbital distance 9.37 astronomical units. Orbital period 28.8 Earth years. Radius 22,981 kilometers. Day length 10.1 Earth hours. My throat is now dry. Let's scan it. Nothing. Wait, what?
Signal confirmed.
Right, let's load. Wait, is that it? No. Yeah, let's load.
Signal confirmed.
We can scan the planet. Funny. More assets acquired. Liquid assets. What kind of liquid assets? Like spirits? Lucerne system, let's go. John 10 is a fairly standard close orbiting Pegasus gas giant orbiting the star Lucerne at high velocity and heated to temperatures of over 1000 degrees. Analysis of its orbit has revealed a core of heavy elements with a mass double that of the planet's hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Orbital distance of 0.2 astronomical units. Orbital period 25 Earth days. Radius 67,428 kilometers. Day length 25 Earth days. Eutanta is remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There the similarities end, for Lucerne is a hot class F star, emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Eutanta is a parched wasteland. Its water long since boiled away into its nitrogen-carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining outposts dot the hellishly hot surface. The crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines out at night to do surface work and load cargo for shipment. Population 230. Orbital distance 1.04 astronomical units. Orbital period 0.3 Earth years. Radius 7,740 kilometers. Day length 24.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.98 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 415 Celsius. Surface gravity 1 G. Anything in this asteroid belt? Beyond. Lucerne's heat panels the Nirvana belt, a ring of protoplanetary material relatively close to the star. However, this heat is not enough to instigate true melting as occurs in a planet's formation, so carbonaceous asteroids, such as Bayalt, retain a primitive makeup. Bayalt has yet to be exploited, so the Reapers appear to have ignored it. Probes suggesting it is high in chondrites and troilate. Orbital distance 1.54 astronomical units. Orbital period 1.47 astronomical units. Orbital radius 222 kilometers. Day length 28.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature 173 Celsius. Surface gravity almost none. Dorian is a large hot world with a poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lucerne for this to condense and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Orbital distance 2.48 astronomical units. Orbital period 3 Earth years. Radius 8,700 kilometers. Day length 63 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.17 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 204 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G. Tereth is a broadly Earth-like with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, the reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component in Tereth's plant life. As a defense mechanism against native herbivores, many species evolved the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. This gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Tereth near the bottom of the list for colonization. There are intermittent signals originating in the heart of a large chlorine swamp. They appear to be coded, though it is not impossible that they are garbled distress signals from a downed civilian ship. Orbital distance 7.8 astronomical units. Orbital period 16.7 Earth years. Radius 5,677 kilometers. Day length 27.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 21 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.87 G. Zedek. A common methane ammonia gas giant, Zedek is best known for the infamous Kalthor camp. Established on the ice moon of gases, Kalthor was the Blue Sun's hostile environment training facility, run by a cadre of former Batarian Special Intervention Unit operators. In 2168, a cluster-wide scandal broke out when it was revealed that the mortality rate of recruits sent to the camp might be as high as 18%. Investigation by Asari authorities based on Ilium uncovered group graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed and the remains sent back to their worlds of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found the Batarian commandos had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join the SIU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Kalthor was shut down and they were reassigned to other units. As the Crescent Nebula is beyond the sphere of Council law, no civil charges could be filed against the Blue Suns. Orbital distance 15.6 astronomical units, orbital period 47.4 Earth years, radius 30,054 kilometers, day length 13.7 Earth hours. Right, saving the game and scanning the system.
I found something.
Credits recovered. The wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from the debris. Recovered 150 units of fuel. And we've recovered 100% of assets. Right, this has 100% now. Wait, what Reapers? There isn't a Reaper logo above the system. Let's try Abyssal. Chop. Zada Ben. Zada Ben is a large, dense planet named for a Volos god of punishment. Its crust is rich in uranium, eroded by winds to create large radioactive dust storms across this surface. The Volos of Talis Phaea have explored the planet thoroughly with space probes and telepresent robo-mining machines and discovered that they are not the first to exploit the planet. Plastics from a mining station approximately 50,000 years old can be found near the planet's equator. Curiously, the mines nearby were not tapped out of uranium ore, they were instead abandoned at the height of their operation. Colony founded 2154, population 22,500, in orbital stations. Capital none, largest station is Dolo Station. Orbital distance 0.7 astronomical units, orbital period 0.9 Earth years, radius 7,594 kilometers, day length 70 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure none, surface temperature 94 Celsius, surface gravity 1.5 G. There's no atmosphere, where the hell are the clouds formed, huh? Unique discovery, Afras is a heavenly twin, a planet in a star system that has not one but two worlds of sufficient mass to retain an nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere with the habitable life zone of its parent star. Fossil evidence showed abundant vertebrates and evidence of a sapient terrestrial avian species in its Bronze Age. However, the only trace of contemporary life on the planet is that of single-celled organisms in its seas. All else has suffered from an extinction event, a series of massive impacts that vaporized vast quantities of water and lofted dust into its atmosphere. Early theories that this event was a collision with a fragmenting asteroid have now been discounted. The impact craters were aimed directly at habitation centers. Orbital distance 1.4 astronomical units, orbital period 2 Earth years, radius 4,530 km, day length 31.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.32 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 33 Celsius, surface gravity 0.7 g. Dorsal Nim. The sister tragedy to the extinction event on Afras, Dorsal Nim was the rarest of jewels, second garden world planet within the same life zone as Afras. Not as old as its sister planet, its fossil evidence indicates it was home to abundant invertebrates and sea life. However, similar craters to those on Afras created a dust shroud that killed 99% of biota on the planet. The even spacing of the craters indicates a coordinated simultaneous attack from points around the globe, rather than an asteroid collision or supervolcanic scenario. Orbital distance 2.1 astronomical unit, orbital period 3 Earth years, radius 6,930 km, day length 19.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.86 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 18 Celsius, surface gravity 1.3 g. Vem Osca. A Jovian gas giant, Vem Osca, we've been witnessed in Hyperion Volus, is a low-density hydrogen-helium gas planet with 35 moons. Later this year, 33 of the moons will be visible from the planet's surface in a conjunction, an event that will be recorded by space probes from all over the galaxy. Orbital distance 4.6 astronomical units, orbital period 9.9 Earth years, radius 64,826 km, day length 11.9 Earth hours. Let's save the game and scan the system.
Signal confirmed.
Plus 10,000 credits. Salvage recovered. Right, 50% assets recovered, meaning we could travel to another system, and we have a spare fuel waiting for us. Whoa, so many systems. How about we stop here? I'm a bit tired. We had one okay cutscene, and I think this is it for tonight. With that, I thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed as much as I did. Wish you good night, sweet dreams, and we're raiding out. I was just there to raid out anyway. Morgul Scorpion plays Lost Relics. Well, he definitely walks into my stream more often than anyone else. So we're raiding out to Morgul Scorpion. So that's been done. I thank you again for watching, everyone. Hope that you enjoyed as much as I did. We're raiding now to Morgul Scorpions, who plays Lost Relics, and please give him some love at his added. And until next time, everyone, bye.